This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, the Trump campaign has found a home in Hazleton. We'll let you know where next. Happy Friday, and thank you for starting off your weekend with the SSPTV family. I'm Ken Kara, the black sheep of the family. They read the news from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The presidential campaign will officially arrive in the Hazleton area tomorrow. That's when the Donald Trump for President campaign will open its Northeast Pennsylvania campaign office in Hazleton. Word of Trump's office coming to Hazleton was announced by Congressman Lou Barletta. Barletta is the Pennsylvania co-chairman for the Donald Trump for President campaign. The congressman from Hazleton was in our studios recently and talked about his endorsement of Donald Trump.
I've been a crusader fighting against illegal immigration from my time as mayor. I've gone to Washington, and I now see that, again, we still have not been able to do what needs to be done, and I believe Donald Trump will. I believe his stance against illegal immigration and securing our borders and protecting the American people, not only here at home but abroad as well. The influence of the United States has been diminished. I believe Donald Trump will reinvest in our military and the stature of America, that countries will not push us around anymore. And the last thing I want to do is have Washington telling the American people that your vote and your voice doesn't matter. That's why this is happening in the first place. And I had to speak out. I'm in a minority, obviously, in my party. Only 6 members have endorsed Donald Trump. It didn't help me in Washington, but you know, I feel the same frustration that the American people do with Washington not dealing with problems that they want to see fixed.
In announcing the office opening, Barletta says, quote, "The support for Trump in northeastern Pennsylvania has been overwhelming. The Donald Trump for President office will be open tomorrow at 10 a.m. at 305 South Church Street in Hazleton. It will serve as a location for phoning voters and organizing door-to-door efforts. Yard signs and other campaign materials will also be available. All individuals interested in volunteering with the Trump for President campaign are encouraged to stop by." State and local officials gathered yesterday to develop a plan of action to prevent future tractor-trailer accidents along the Broad Mountain in Nesquehoning. Yesterday's meeting was triggered by 3 recent incidents involving big rigs. As a result, 87 orange warning signs will soon be posted along Route 93 in that area. Currently, there is a diagram that alerts drivers to the descent and to reduce to speed and to shift into a lower gear. The new signage will take about a month or two. Meanwhile, PennDOT is also looking to create a detour for all trucks except those making local deliveries. That could take up to a year to implement. A 2-day event that celebrates creativity will be held in downtown Hazleton next Friday and Saturday. Let's check in with Lisa Sugart for more information.
1 week from today, it will be Art Youth Expo 6, AYE 6, in downtown Hazleton. Here to tell us all about it is Dr. Carl Frankel. He is a part of the AYE Coordinating Committee. He is also the co-president of the Hazleton Art League. Pleased to have you back. Can't believe it's 6 years already that this is taking place. So AYE 6 kicks off on Friday, next Friday at 6 o'clock.
Correct. 6 o'clock, we have an opening ceremony at the Art League, and then we have several events that evening, but mainly it's an art walk and a poetry coffee house. As far as I can tell, there is no other event like this that has taken place in anywhere in northeastern Pennsylvania in years and years and years. We have several young students at MMI and elsewhere who are poetry fans, and working with the Art League, we put together a 1950s beatnik-style coffee house, and the idea would be for all people who love poetry, write poetry, or like to recite poetry to come down. It's being held at the Sage Exchange. This is a business most people don't know about, but it's right next to the Dragonfly Cafe. The Dragonfly's wonderful coffee and refreshments will be available for purchase, but the idea is that you bring your poetry and you have a chance to recite it. There will be musical acts, hopefully. And we ask all people to bring written, good type copies of their poetry because we would like to compile them and publish them after the event. If you don't write poetry, but you have a favorite poem, anything from Casey at the Bat to T.S. Eliot that you like to recite, we ask you to do that too. And dress weird if you want. As a matter of fact, dress weird if you want is a whole AYE thing this year. We would want you to dress weird. And there will be art hung in the coffee house, abstract art, the type that was popular in the 1950s. And so we want to really create the ambience of an old-fashioned, poetry-loving coffee house. It will not be filled with smoke, though. That's the one thing we're going to leave behind.
All right, well, that's a great idea. I think it's really something that people will enjoy. So you are talking about all kinds of art, not just the poetry, but also there will be visual art and plenty of music as well.
Yes. Visual art, we have, I'm sure, at least 50 artists and well over 100 pieces. We have judges that select what they consider are the best in several categories. And we have a main show in the gallery at the Art League. But every piece of art that is submitted to AYE, we've always done this, is exhibited somewhere downtown. So if you submit art, it will be on display for the public, and you can go down and take your selfie with it. So we have our participating venues, merchants all along Broad Street.
And we have the stick that you brought with us to show, to mark what where they will be at, so you know where the venues will be, but best to stop by and get a map at the Art League so you know where all the venues are.
Yes, we ask people to stop at the Art League first because we have little welcoming gifts and we have maps and we have a questionnaire we'd like people to fill out. And if they have any questions, we'd be able to answer them for them. And Friday evening, we'll also have refreshments anyway. So
please go to the Hazleton Art League Friday at 6 o'clock or go on Saturday. Get your map. Make your way through all the different places marked by the special gestures there that will be showing you the way with AYE on it. And please come out and support the youth in our area.
Thank you very much, Lisa, for that interview. Coming up on FYI, a pack of Hazleton area Cougars announced where they will be playing college football. We'll tell you where they're going and talk to their high school coach. And up next, the show goes to the dogs and cats. It's Adopt Me from the Hazleton Animal Shelter.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
If you're planning a party or family gathering, let Sand Springs Country Club in Drums bring the food. Let Sand Springs Catering bring their delicious homemade food right to you. Choose from a variety of menus and have it delivered to your special event. For details and menus, log on to sandspringsgolf.com or simply call Sand Springs in Drums at 570-788-5845.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
I took the same shot yesterday for our weather forecast, but this is from the other side of Broad Street, and if it weren't for the different angles, they would look exactly the same because it was another cloudless, sunny day in Hazleton. Here's our weekend forecast now from the National Weather Service. Tonight will be clear with a low of 36 degrees with a light and variable wind. On Saturday, we can expect sunny skies with a high near 62, north wind from 3 to 6 miles per hour. On Saturday night, clear with a low of 38 degrees, northwest wind around 5 miles per hour. Sunday will be sunny once again with a high near 66 degrees with a calm wind. Sunday night clear, low of 43 degrees. Next week we'll kick off with sunny skies and a high near 67 degrees. Monday night partly cloudy, low of 41. For our Tuesday it will be mostly sunny with a high of 55, and then on Tuesday night clouds move into the area. We'll have a low of 38 degrees.
It's been happening for 10 years, believe it or not. This year marks the 10th annual Icebreaker Golf Tournament, sponsored by the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. How you can get involved and how it helps the Chamber. We're going to get all the answers to those questions from Leanne Falabelle, the Vice President of Marketing for the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. This is a fun outing and a great way for people to get together and meet new people and socialize.
It is. Like you said, we have this event every year. This year it will be Friday, April 29th, and we'll be at the Valley Country Club. And it's open to all of our chamber members. It's a fun day, but also a lot of business gets done that day out on the course. So we look at it as a networking opportunity for our businesses as well.
And that's very important these days. Networking is crucial to the success of businesses.
It is, and that is our main goal at the Chamber, to network, have the opportunity for businesses to network with one another. And like I said, this is a fun event. They're out on the golf course, but a lot of business does get done. We do some awards and different things at the end of the tournament, so it's a fun day.
And this is important for the chamber because it raises money for the many programs that you provide.
Yes, it does. We have a lot going on at our chamber. We're a very active chamber, constantly providing different opportunities for our businesses as well as the community. So this is just one way to help our chamber keep moving forward.
All right, so all those talented golfers or wannabe golfers out there, how do they get involved?
They can register right on our website. They can go to our calendar of events and go to April 29th, the date, and they can register right there. It's just $75 per golfer. It does include lunch, which is at 11 o'clock, and the shotgun start is at noon. If they don't want to register online, they can just simply call our office as well.
And this gets filled pretty fast.
It does, yes. We actually have 2 tournaments during the year. We have this tournament, like I said, we call our Icebreaker Golf Tournament. Some years it is an icebreaker, but we've had great weather thus far this year, so we anticipate a great day. But we also have another tournament in August, and that is always the 3rd Thursday in August. So that one will be at Edgewood by Sand Springs this year. So if people want to save the date for that one, that's our big tournament. We do an on-course expo that day as well, and as well as the golfers. But for now, we're going to start out with this one. And like you said, we usually get maybe 60 to 80 golfers at this tournament. So it's a fun day.
Wow, nice event. Come on out and support the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. Again, it's taking place April 29th. It's a Friday at the Valley Country Club. Lunch at 11, a shotgun start at noon, and it benefits the many programs of the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you again, Lisa. All right, you're looking at your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers on FYI. Pick 2, 79, pick 3, 708, pick 4, 7427, and pick 5, 79815. Up next, right now, it's time for Adopt Me and a cat who likes to hide in its bed. Check it out.
Again, here I have with me Angelique. Angelique is an approximately 2-year-old Pekingese Lhasa Apso mix who is very friendly and excited to see our staff when we show up every day. She loves to be held, but we're not sure what she's like with other animals, so of course if you do have dogs of your own, we recommend doing a meet and greet before taking her home. Like all of our dogs that are up for adoption, Angelique is spayed, current on all of her vaccines including her rabies and distemper shots. She is also microchipped and has been tested for heartworm and Lyme disease and luckily has come up negative for both. Angelique is very excited and loves to play, so we recommend somebody who has time for long walks and a big yard. That's it for today's dog. Let's have a look at our cats. And here I have with me Precious. Precious is an approximately 7-month-old Russian blue who really loves human company, but she's currently just acclimating to our female colony and likes to spend most of her time hidden under her bed for now. As you can see, she loves to be petted and is really happy for any kind of attention she can get. Like all of our cats, she's already spayed, current on all of her vaccines, and has been tested for feline leukemia and FIV. Because she's new to our colony, we currently have her on her own, so we're not sure what she's like with other cats. In spite of her initially timid appearance, Precious loves to be held and petted and really is looking for human companionship more than anything else. That's it for this week's animals. If anybody's interested in Angelique, Precious, or any of the other animals we have up for adoption, please come to the Hazleton Animal Shelter at 101 North Poplar Street.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
6 Hazleton area football players announced where they will be playing in college on Thursday. I Googled it. Cougars are usually solitary, but in Hazleton they travel in packs. Eddie Beelan, who played tight end and linebacker for the Big HA, is going to Division II East Stroudsburg University. Jose Cabrera is going to Division III King's College. He played wide receiver and defensive back for the Cougars. John Dietrich played on both lines in Hazleton, and he's going to Division III Misericordia University. Steve Longazelle also played on the defensive line, and he's going to Lycoming College. Here's another defensive lineman, Kyle Sweats, who will continue on to Division III King's College. And the Cougars' talented kicker, Tristan Williams, is going to Division II California University of Pennsylvania. We spoke with a very proud Hazleton area head coach, Mike Brennan, who completed his second season at Harmon Guy Stadium in 2015.
the first-year seniors, they sort of paved the way. These guys took the torch and ran with it. And I can see what's happening right now in the weight room is a direct result of leadership of this group of seniors. Class of 2016 seniors have been great for our program, and I want them to continue to come back. I said, we're a family. We want to have an open-door policy. I want them to be comfortable in Harmon Guy Stadium, comfortable coming back to see many other coaches. When we start developing that kind of atmosphere here, we'll start winning more football games.
Next week, we'll hear from all 6 Cougars as we play a little game I like to call Know Your Teammate, where you'll find out things like Tristan Williams' worst moment on the field and who grew up a fan of SpongeBob SquarePants. But to be honest, who doesn't like SpongeBob SquarePants? Everyone, please kindly move your attention now to the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. It was a pitcher's duel on 22nd Street, and the Comets beat the Cougars. Crestwood's Mike Mikowski only allowed 1 hit over 7, and Hazleton area's Scott Shamani only gave up 2 hits in 5 innings. MMI, they lost to Myers at Herbener, had 2 singles for the Preppers. Bobby Grigas got the win for North Schuylkill. He struck out 9 in 6 innings. The Hazleton area Lady Cougar softball team is off to a 3-0 start in the Wyoming Valley Conference. They beat Pittston. Wyoming Seminary beat MMI. Gabrielle Cupshow had a homer for the Lady Preppers. In the Schuylkill League, Weatherly beat Shenandoah Valley, and Courtney Horman was a perfect 4-for-4 at the plate for Tamaqua in the win. Kayla Rome dominated in the circle for Penn State Hazleton as they beat PSU Brandywine in game number 1. Brandywine got the win in game number 2. Hazleton area beat North Pocono in boys volleyball. The match went to 5 sets. Jake Sack slammed 17 kills and 11 digs for the Big HA. Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders, they won their 4th straight game on Thursday. The Rail Riders are home tonight against Syracuse for game number 2 in that series. This Monday is the Boston Marathon, but in our area on Saturday you can participate in a marathon, and all you have to do is just sit on some bleachers. The Tri-County Little League is hosting a baseball marathon starting tomorrow at 9 a.m. at the field in McAdoo, just off of the Clares Road. Games will run all day. The concession stand will be open, and the Cunningham Crusher, Russ Kanzler, will be signing autographs at 3 p.m. The final game of the day is set for 5 p.m., and it's the coaches against players who graduated from the league. Stop by and support the Tri-County Little League. Ron Marchetti would be down for a baseball marathon. Right now he's up with short shots.
Tomorrow starts the second half of April. Hi, everybody. On this 15th day of the month, this is Short Shots. On Wednesday night, Kobe Bryant played his final NBA game after playing his entire career with the Lakers. 20 seasons, exactly 20 years and 3 months after leading his high school team, Lower Merion, to win over Erie Cathedral Prep in the state title game at Hershey. On March 23rd, 1996, I was at that game since I got tickets before the season started because the Cougars were in the Eastern Final the year before and had 4 starters back, so I planned ahead. But the Cougars were limited and I had 5 tickets. The other 4 were used and never saved except this one. Anyway, since then, Kobe has won 5 NBA titles and he scored 60 points in his final game. Of course, he did take 52 shots. He is the 3rd highest all-time scorer in NBA history. Staying with the NBA, earlier in the season I asked the question, will the Philadelphia 76ers win more games than the Golden State Warriors lose? Well, the answer surfaced also on Wednesday night. The Sixers led the Bulls 42-18 before blowing the game and losing their 72nd game, ending their season at 10-72. So they won 1 more game than the Warriors lost because Golden State broke the all-time record with their 73rd win against only 9 losses. Steph Curry had 46 and finished the season with a record 402 trays. Mother of God. The old 3-point record was 286. 286 last year by this guy, Steph Curry. He broke his old record by 116. The Chicago Bulls had the old mark of 72-10. That was set in 1996 when Kobe was in high school. And speaking of high school, locally on Tuesday, the Marion boys and girls jumped and ran all over Panther Valley and Shen Valley in the Schuylkill District 11 meet. On Wednesday, the Hazelton area track team swept Berwick. The Cougars shut out Coughlin. Marion shut out Mount Area. And MMI lost to Shen Valley in baseball. And the Marion Phillies lost to the Golden Bears in softball. And yesterday, which was a beaut, Hazelton area lost 1-0 to Crestwood. MMI lost to Myers in baseball. And the Lady Cougars beat Pittston, and MMI lost to Wilmington in softball. Finally, at the Masters Golf Tournament in Augusta, Georgia last Sunday, Jordan Spieth, the defending Masters champion, went from 5 up to 2 down after the 12th hole, after putting on a clinic for 64 holes. Spieth finished runner-up to the new Masters champion, Danny Willett, an Englishman. It wasn't the biggest choke since Greg Norman's in 1996. It was 20 years ago. Breakfast at the Elks on Sunday. See you Monday. Till then, enjoy, and stay loose.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Hey everyone, here's tonight's Social and Talk of the Town reports. A happy anniversary goes out to Ed and Rosalie Bednars. Love from your family and friends, happy anniversary. In tonight's Talk of the Town report, Performance Works at the Factory in Nuremberg presents Disney's Beauty and the Beast, April 14th through April 17th at 7 p.m., with Saturday and Sunday matinees at 3 p.m. Adults are $12, students 4 to 17 are $8, and kids under 4 are free. For more information, call 570-751-6147. And the Rotary Club of Hazleton announces that applications for their annual scholarship program are currently available in the area high school guidance offices. 3 scholarships will be awarded this year. Applicants must be a senior attending a high school within the boundaries of the Hazleton Area School District. Each scholarship awarded will have a value of $4,000, to be dispersed $1,000 a year, for a maximum of 4 years. That's tonight's Social and Talk of the Town report. And if you'd like to have your birthday, anniversary, or special event on FYI News 13, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 120, or email us at ssp@ssptv.com. Attention pay-per-view subscribers. If you see your name now on Channel 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner, Michael Petrosino of St. Clair. Michael, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104 to win your free movie.
And finally, today is April 15th, tax day, but there is good news for all you procrastinators. Did you know that the federal tax deadline is actually this Monday, April 18th, because of a Washington, D.C. holiday today? That means that all of you last-minute tax filers have until Monday to get your forms completed. It's also our Tim Novotny's birthday here at SSPTV. Happy birthday to him. I hope he had a great day. I hope you had a great day. I hope everyone has a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday. Be safe. Take it easy.